In what is being dubbed a landmark move to accelerate Guyana's regional leadership in food security and agriculture business development, Guyana this past week signed a Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU, with Bloomberg Grain and Logistics to collaborate on the marketing and branding of the regional food hub currently under construction on the Suisac-Linden Highway. Bloomberg Grain and Logistics is a renowned U.S.-based agricultural company that integrates modern marketing strategies and branding mechanisms which will be used to expand Guyana's agricultural exports, reduce post-harvest losses, and secure a stronger presence in the CARICOM and South American markets. The MOU signing was hosted at the Ministry of Agriculture's head office on Regent Street, Georgetown, and is seen as a pivotal milestone in Guyana's food security agenda, championed by His Excellency President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali. Speaking at the signing, Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa emphasized the transformational progress Guyana has made since 2020, noting through its investments in the agriculture sector, Guyana is now recognized as the only country in the world that can feed its citizens.
That is testimony to the government commitment in making Guyana a food secure country. What we are about to do this morning, we are about to sign an agreement with an international recognized company, a company that has lots of experience and have been doing work across the world. We are now bringing those expertise in Guyana to transform the development that started since 2020. And I am proud to be Minister of Agriculture, heading this sector under the leadership of His Excellency Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali. I am proud because, one, we have witnessed a few days ago or a few weeks ago, Guyana is one of the only countries in the world that has the ability to feed its citizens. And that is a tremendous achievement for us, because what we started out in 2020, when we saw a sector that was run down, a time when Guyana had lost its place in CARICOM, to today where Guyana is leading food security in CARICOM, where His Excellency is leading that sector, food security and agriculture, in the CARICOM quasi-cabinet. And not only in Guyana, but across the region, we have seen a renewed interest in agriculture and food security. And as Guyana is now developing its infrastructure in the country, we are also lending expertise and assistance to member states in CARICOM. Only yesterday we had the heads of government concluded its meeting in Jamaica, and we heard coming out of the communique that food security is one of the most important items on CARICOM's agenda moving forward. And the PPP civic government over the years have increased budgetary allocation from 2020, when I became Minister of Agriculture, from $13 billion to today $106 billion, leaving out the other direct investment like this, what we'll be executing here this morning.
Speaking on behalf of his company, Chairman of Bloomberg Grain and Logistics, Mr. Philip Bloomberg, noted that the partnership will focus on maximizing export potential through reducing losses in the value chain.
My comments relate to the President Ali and Minister Mustafa, who made very clear what their goals were for Guyana. And I have to say, my business takes me to many countries around the world and visits with heads of state and ministers of agriculture. You have an excellent team here in Guyana. The President's vision, the Minister's implementation, the Minister of Finance's ability to help get things done, Lionel, who we've been working with, or my team have been working with, a great deal of time, and he's provided us great information. But I want to talk about our company's goals here in Guyana. First step towards what we're doing is to reduce post-harvest loss. While it's a self-sufficient country, we can reduce post-harvest loss, which is the loss farmers sustain from their field to the market. It will only increase the exportable products in the agriculture sector. And we are focused on CARICOM and northern South America as we make our investments. that means more income to farmers. If there's a more marketable volume of agricultural goods, it's a better world for your farmers and our farmers. The president wants a food hub, and the minister has reinforced that, in Guyana to serve not just the country, but CARICOM and parts of South America. And we're prepared to join the minister and the president in that effort to create a major regional hub. My confidence in the president's vision for this country allows me to make announcements here today that I have not made publicly. We will invest. Not only will we do this project, and I hope others. There's been a discussion of rice and meat and poultry and so forth, and even a pork project. But the reality is we're prepared to invest in processing on our account of Guyana agricultural products. That means higher value to farmers, and it means an easier way to export. The president's challenged us with creating a brand that can be exported to the U.S., a very large market, North America, and we will do that. Secondly, as our work continues here, Minister, we will look to invest in a manufacturing plant. And you may say, an agriculture company manufacturing plant? Yes, because we don't just do food security. We do the full spectrum of the ag chain. And the manufacturing plant will be to produce the most advanced shade houses, not only for Guyana, but for export throughout CARICOM and even in South America.
Senior Minister in the Office of the President with responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashni Singh, who was on hand for the signing, said the food hub and the partnership with Bloomberg paves the way for a bridge between Guyana and markets in North and South America.
The food hub that is being established by work led by Minister Mustafa under President Ali's policy instructions, that food hub is a critical part of the realization of that objective of making Guyana this bridge between North and South America, in particular Brazil, but North and South America more broadly, and the Caribbean. And this project that Bloomberg Grains and Logistics is partnering with us on represents an integral part of the construction and deployment of this food hub. The second point that I want to make is value-added production and the application of science and technology in agriculture, but more broadly in our economy. We're living in a rapidly changing world where science and technology, the potential of science and technology to realize productivity gains and efficiency is increasingly being recognized and increasingly being realized. And for a long time we have said that we would like to move our productive activity from being principally a producer of primary commodities to being a producer and exporter of value-added commodities. And for all of the reasons that Mr. Bloomberg outlined, this project represents an important deployment of science and technology in the agricultural production and supply chain to realize significant efficiency gains. Mr. Bloomberg spoke about reducing post-harvest loss and other efficiency gains that can be realized. And so increasingly, not only in agriculture, but in every sector in the economy, we're looking at opportunities where science and technology, where we can adopt a more scientific and technology-driven approach to production, and in particular to realize greater efficiencies and more value-added production.
U.S. Ambassador to Guyana, Her Excellency Nicole Theriot, hailed the agreement as a transformative moment in regional development.
I arrived here a year and 9 months ago, and one of the first things President Ali said to me was food security is a priority for me, and it's a priority for CARICOM, and this deal that's happening today is a major step towards achieving that. And it extends far beyond the CARICOM, even into parts of South America. I think this partnership has the potential to change lives throughout this region, and I'm so very proud that you chose to partner with a U.S. company to do that. I also want to recognize the incredible work of the U.S. Department of Commerce office here in Guyana at the Embassy, the Foreign Commercial Service, which was led by Daniel Gaines, who just recently departed, but amazing work done by Ms. Tacoma Alexis to bring this deal to fruition. So we are so proud to be a part of this, and we're just getting started.
The strategic partnership between the government of Guyana and Bloomberg Grain marks a bold step towards achieving sustainable agriculture-led growth, not only for Guyana, but for the wider region.